I don't know what she hates. I know what she loves. I know what Lauren Boebert loves. She likes vapes. She likes Democratic men. And she likes to spend a little bit of her campaign donation money, her campaign funds at her boyfriend's bar, her Democratic boyfriend's LGBTQ-friendly bar in Colorado. She spent only about $300, so not a big deal. She maybe grabbed the wrong credit card after she was hammered. You know she was hammered. You know he banged her in one of the bar bathrooms. You know what happened? Or a photo booth. They probably got like a photo booth there. If you don't think Lauren Boebert was thrown up against a pinball machine after hours at that bar by a guy who voted twice for Obama, you got another thing coming. And if you think she didn't know that he voted twice for Obama and didn't like it, you got another thing coming. Nothing better than a good fucking hate fuck. Okay? You ask all these people what their secret fantasy is, right? You talk, you go to the Middle East and you're like, what's your secret fantasy? And they'll go, someone from the other side. You go to one of these Southern Belle towns and say, what's your secret fantasy? They'll go, football player from Alabama. You know, the darker kind. What kind of chicken do you like? Belle. I like dark meat. $300. And I think she said it was a catering expense. She wrote it up as a catering expense. So she bought shots for the bar and stayed late and got banged on a pinball machine. Let's stick to that. Yeah. I could just see her on that.
Oh, yeah.
Where the lights are flickering and she's vaping, right? Like just vaping.
Bunch of woohoos.
Yeah, kissing him in between vapes.
Yep.
Yeah. After she just drunkenly downed like 12 wings. Yeah. Her fingers smell like buffalo sauce.
Doing the white girl. Woo.
Yeah, woo! Fucking yeah! I love the fact that she's trying to portray that she was naive to the fact that he was a Democrat. I would think that would be one of their first conversations, considering her job is being a congresswoman, right? That might come up. Like he might have probably made a joke about it, and she's like, "I'm fucking." She was drunk. She's probably like, "I don't fucking like you." You know those type of girls. You know she's that type too. And she mushed his face. Yeah. She went like that. "I don't fucking like you, but you're cute. You're fucking cute. You're cute, but normally I don't fucking like you.
You're dumb.
You're fucking dumb. What? So tell me, how come you're not wearing a dress? What are your kids transitioning? Get the fuck out of your face. I don't fucking like you, but you're cute. You fucking come here. Oh, I fucking damn. You know the type she is. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The fun type.
Yeah, the fun, but kind of drunk and a little mean, like annoying, you know, but definitely makes you want to bang her more. I tried to make that sound like more all one word. Definitely make you want to bang her more. Bang her more. Makes you want to bang her more. Bangor, Maine. I was saying Bangor, Maine. It's a place in Maine. So it was in July, so you know she had an outfit on.
Oh yeah.
She didn't come in with a coat.
Sundress.
No. I imagine it looked kind of like the movie The Accused with Jodie Foster minus the forced sex.
Yeah.
I don't know. Leave it in. Maybe people don't know the movie. Yeah, without the crime, it probably looked a lot like the beginning scenes of that movie with Jodie Foster. The name of his bar is great because it's called her restaurant is very close to Hooters. His is called Hooch Craft Cocktail Bar. Hooch is another term for booze, but also it can be used for vagina, right? She's got a nice hooch. Sure. I don't know. If not, I just
coined one.
I just endowed it with that meaning.
Yeah.
Hooch Craft Cocktail Bar in Aspen. They were in Aspen. It's a real left-wing place. Aspen's artsy, liberal, rich liberals go up there to ski. According to our most recent campaign finance filings, that's the same bar, ready? Owned by Quinn Gallagher. Mr. Beetlejuice, the man who accompanied Boebert to the theater. I love how that fateful September night. I mean, they used the same verbiage that you would use talking about Pearl Harbor. That same fateful night. And this is from Politico. So, I mean, these journalists just, I mean, sensationalism has just become the norm. That same fateful night, you're going to use the same adjectives that you would use to describe Pearl Harbor, 9/11, the same fateful day. Was it really a fateful day when a girl vaped, told the pregnant woman behind her to shut up, and stroked the guy's cock in the dark during a boring Beetlejuice musical? It can't be better than Michael Keaton. So what's the point of Beetlejuice in Aspen? Let's go fucking day. Where you want to go? I know somebody who works at the Beetlejuice. Let's go in the day. Yeah. I'm Lauren Boebert, freshly divorced, ready to mingle, and I'm a grandmom. She's a grandmom?
I think so, yeah.
I hope she is, or else that joke in the beginning doesn't make sense, like most of this podcast usually.
Yep.
Yeah, she's a grandmother of 36. How's that possible?
Fucking hot.
So wait, she must have had her daughter at like 16 or 17, and then her daughter's pregnant at like 19 or 20. So it's got to be something like that. She's a grandma at 36. Wow. That kid, if it's a boy, is going to really hear some MILF comment. Gilf. A lot of Gilf jokes at school. A lot of Gilf jokes. You know, what's funny about Boebert is initially she disputed the idea that she was acting out, which is fun. Lets you know that she's an honest lady. And then they were like, well, we have the footage of you. What were you doing? What was this? What was going on?
She had a cramp.
Yeah, what was going on? I had a cramp, and the cramp, in a weird way, was on his leg. I caught a cramp on his leg. And then she later admitted it after footage was released. The footage is great. The footage is so great that them just being drunken, just a drunken disturbance.
Yeah.
You know, not to make this episode too many stereotypical jokes, but you know the people in front of her were like, black people into Beetlejuice? Oh, it's just my congresswoman. Who's talking at this guy? Black people now going to see musicals? I didn't know Beetlejuice was popular with the African American community in Aspen. Was it in Aspen? Who knows? Denver? There's no black people in Denver either. I don't know. Are there? I don't know. I've never been in Denver because they won't have me at the Comedy Works. But I hopefully will go soon. Look, she split up with him once she found out he was a Dem. I think that's good enough. Okay, she's a family values conservative who was caught vaping and giving a guy what they call a dry hand job, a drier hand job. It's a dry sandwich, no mustard. It was a dry sandwich. She was dry humping his cock with her hand. Big whoop. I don't think she's a single woman, recently divorced. She's a grandmom. She's still wholesome. It is kind of hot there was a grandmom in there giving a guy a handy during Beetlejuice. Lauren Boebert.